Welcome to this chaotic classroom clip on alternation of generations. First up, it is important to note that alternation of generations refers to a type of life cycle that occurs in plants. There are two generations, namely the sporophyte and the gametophyte. Now remember that if you have a life cycle, that means that it is going to be circular, it's going to start at one point and it's going to come back to the same point. Now, in alternation of generations, we'll have the sporophyte on one side and we'll have the gametophyte on the other side. Those two phases or generations will be separated by two processes, namely fertilization and meiosis. And the first thing that I always recommend my students do is draw a line between fertilization and meiosis, because they actually are the separating line between the sporophyte and the gametophyte. First up, let's talk about the gametophyte. Now, the gametophyte is going to produce gametes. Now, remember, gametes can be sperm cells or egg cells. And when a sperm cell or an egg cell fuse, that process is called fertilization and will lead to a zygote. That zygote is going to grow into the sporophyte generation. Now, the sporophyte is going to produce spores through the process of meiosis, and those spores will then grow into the gametophyte. Egg cells are haploid, sperm cells are haploid, and when you put the two of them together, you will get a diploid zygote, which will make the sporophyte the diploid generation and the gametophyte the haploid generation. So to recap, a gametophyte will produce gametes, a sporophyte will produce spores, and a sperm cell, which is haploid, and an egg cell, which is haploid, will produce a diploid zygote through the process of fertilization. And that is it. Thank you for visiting the Chaotic Classroom. See you next time.